graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. That's what I do on my channel. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. We are actually on the road to 5K for opening day. And what does that mean? Well, we are close to 4,900 subscribers, and we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers right before MLB opening day, Phillies opening day, I should say. Opening day really is during the Tokyo series. I get like very technical with it, but yeah. So make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons as well. Okay. So, a couple things to talk about today, man. First and foremost, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, man. So, we got Trey Turner batting in the leadoff spot today again for the Phillies. The Phillies are taking on the New York Yankees again, and they'll be playing at Baycare Ballpark. The last time that they played, they actually had a split squad game, and there were some good things, and there were some things that really weren't so good. But now, today, the most important thing to talk about is that Zach Wheeler is going to be on the mound today. And hopefully, he will continue to pick up where he left off in his last spring training outing. He pitched really well. I liked how, when I was watching him pitch the last time, I said that a lot of his pitches that he was throwing, not only were they in the zone, but he had a little bit more of an increase in his velocity, which I thought was really interesting. Obviously, as the season goes on, he's going to pitch more innings, and he's going to try to dominate on the mound more, obviously. But he's gonna throw more. He's going to have more pitches, and maybe there might be a little bit of a dip. But I thought that for sure to start off spring training, I saw that there was an increase in his velocity, and it seemed like he was really in control with his pitches, which is a very good sign. And that's a really, really good thing for Zach Wheeler. And we all love Zach Wheeler. We all know what he can do on the mound. This is a guy who is one of the best pitchers in the game. Still has never won a Cy Young Award, which is absolutely wild. But he is just so dominant out there, and I expect nothing less than another great season from him. And we kind of take it for granted. Like, this guy is, I think, 34 years old? And he has just been at it for a while. He really has. So I expect nothing less than big things from Zach Wheeler this year. And I can't wait to see him on the mound today. Something else to note in this lineup today is that Trey is batting in the leadoff spot again, and they have Kyle Schwarber in the cleanup spot. So we're going to continue to monitor those things. I have really not been highly impressed with what Trey Turner has done during spring training. I think it's really I know that it's still early, but Trey really has been struggling. And when I'm watching him hit, a lot of the times he's just swinging at the same types of pitches that he was chasing at last year. He's a chaser, man, and he just doesn't know how to lay off certain pitches. And that's something that I wanted him to improve upon this year, but I guess that he is who he is, and that's just what it's going to be. So it's more so just about, can this team do what they're supposed to do, even though there is no ceiling? Or actually, sorry, there is a ceiling, but everybody, I think, has reached their max potential. So, I don't know. It's just something that I sort of have been thinking about today. What else? Max Kepler gets the start out in left field. A lot of lefties in this lineup today. Phillies are going to be facing Will Warren. This is a guy who went to Southern Eastern Louisiana University and was an 8th-round draft pick back in 2021 for the New York Yankees. He's now 25 years old. And this guy throws some pretty good stuff. You're going to see a mixture of pretty good pitches from him today. I think that he is just one of those guys that's going to have a bigger season for them. Not telling you that he's going to go out there and win a Cy Young Award, but I think that he has some really good stuff. And the Yankees might try to use him a little bit more this year. He did struggle last year, but the pitches that he throws, he has some hard-throwing stuff. It's just about his location and his pitch selection as well and what he decides to go to. So hopefully the Phillies can sort of spoil him today. I expect that this offense, try to get on the board early. That's really my key to the game, is try to get guys on base and fight through at-bats and make this guy throw pitches. That's the one thing that I've not really seen from this Phillies team so far when they go to their starting lineup. Now, when they go to their guys on the bench, they seem to have better at-bats, but also, to be fair, some of these pitchers aren't major league pitchers. And so, they tend to, in spring training, I've noticed that they've tended to go to those types of pitchers later on during games. All right, hit the thumbs up button. I'm also going to start looking at Twitch comments. I don't know why, for a really long time. And I was just really, as bad as this sounds, I was really lazy to do this. But I've never pulled up Twitch. And, I need to, right? Because we have an audience on there, and I don't want to ignore anybody. And that's not cool. That's really not cool. So, to be fair, I really didn't do it before because Ninja Chat, I could never get Ninja Chat to work with Twitch, and I never took initiative, but that's still on me, and I take accountability for that. So we're going to start looking at our Twitch comments as well as we are doing these live streams. So again, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. All right, let's say hi to everybody here in the chat. Who is on here? Let's go. Let's go. On the road to 5K, baby. On the road to 5K. That's what we're doing. Twitch is the best in Science Project. My parents are at today's game. Beautiful. See that we got Denbrew here. I see that we got Science Project here. We got Scott here as well. Avalon's also here. Or Avalyn. I think that's how you say it. Avalyn. I want to make sure I say that correctly. And Oro and Elliot, happy Tuesday, man. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. All right, so let's go over starting lineups for both teams today. For the New York Yankees, they will have Austin Wells batting in the leadoff spot. He is catching behind the plate. The first baseman will be Paul Goldschmidt, and he will be batting second. Then you got Jason Dominguez, the Martian, who is hitting third and playing out in left field. Then you have J.C. Escara over at DH, and he will be hitting cleanup today. Oswaldo Cabrera is over at third base and will be batting fifth. Then you got Pablo Reyes playing out in right field, hitting sixth. The second baseman today will be Jorbit Vivas, who is hitting seventh in the lineup today. George Lombard Jr. is hitting eighth, and he's playing over at shortstop. And then Spencer Jones is the center fielder for this afternoon. and he will be batting 9th in the lineup today for the New York Yankees. And again, Will Warren will be on the hill for New York and will pitch the first couple of innings you would expect. And that is the lineup today for the Yankees. So again, just to recap, it's Wells, Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Escara, Cabrera, Reyes, Vivas, Lombard Jr., and Jones. And for the Philadelphia Phillies, as they are the home team playing at Baycare Ballpark today, they got Trey Turner over at shortstop, batting in the leadoff spot. Then over at first base will be Bryce Harper, hitting second. Alec Boehm takes duties over at third base, and he'll be hitting third. Fourth will be Kyle Schwarber in the DH spot. Following him, it's JT Realmuto catching behind the plate. At the 5, Kepler is playing out in left field. That's Max Kepler, and he'll be hitting 6th. And then lefties to round out the rest of the lineup. It's Stott over at second, Marsh in center, and Cal Stevenson playing out in right field. So just to recap for the Phillies, they got Trey, Bryce, Boehm, Schwarber, JT, Kepler, Stott, Marsh, and Cal Stevenson in their starting lineup today. And on the mound for them will be Zach Wheeler. He will be pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies. Had a very good outing last time that he pitched and did a very, very good job for the Phils. There it is. Okay, sorry, 1 second. We got our scoreboards up and running. I also have my stats up here, so I made sure that I took some time to actually get organized today. That was really, really nice. So that's great. So for the Philadelphia Phillies, again on the mound for them will be Zach Wheeler. So Wheeler pitched a very good outing his last time out there on the hill for the Phils, and went 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, also had 4 strikeouts, no walks allowed either, and looked really, really strong out there. This is a guy who's 34. He's 34 years old. He'll be 35 on May 30th. Went to East Paulding High School in Dallas, Georgia, and was the 6th overall pick back in the 2009 draft by the San Francisco Giants. Lots of good stuff from him that you'll be very excited to see for sure, and it should be a fun day for him. Last year, Zach Wheeler pitched. He went 200 innings and allowed 139 hits, 57 earned runs, a total of 62 runs, and he just only allowed 20 homers last year and also struck out 224 batters. The most ever strikeouts that he ever had was when he went 213 innings back in 2021, and he had 247 strikeouts. Also had a .96 whip as well. And remember, Will Warren is on the mound today for the New York Yankees. Crew chief for this afternoon, they got Phil Cuzzy as the home plate umpire. Dan Iasagna is over at first base, and James Hoy is the second base umpire. And over at third base, it is Vic Carpazza. Temperature outside is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is another beautiful day out in Clearwater, Florida. Wish we were there. But I'm happy to be here with y'all. I'm really, really happy to be here with you guys. We got 26 people on here watching. That's awesome. That's absolutely beautiful. And again, we're going to be taking a look at Twitch and all that stuff. JR Kid Gaming, what's going on, man? What's up, Yolanda? How are ya? So, yeah, we're on the road to 5K, baby. My question to ask you guys, and I want to hear your thoughts about this. Okay, I'm going to actually put this up in the poll. I'm not going to do it right now. But I will ask you, okay, who should be batting leadoff for the Philadelphia Phillies is the question that I have for you. Who should be batting in the leadoff spot for the Philadelphia Phillies? Let me know down below. Should it be Kyle Schwarber? Should it be Trey Turner? Should it be Bryson Stott? Bryce Harper? Who should be hitting in the leadoff spot on an everyday basis? Or actually, sorry, to start off the season for the Phils? Let us know down below. Why does it not come on up? We have it on MLB app. There it is. So there's Zach Wheeler. The Phillies are in their white and red pinstripes. So defensive alignment for the Phillies. They got Kepler out in left, Marsh in center, Stevenson in right. Then the infield from third to first. It's Bohm, Turner, Stott, and Harper. JT Realmuto is catching behind the plate. And on the mound is Zach Wheeler. Who should be leading off for the Phillies? Let's see how Turner can do, says Eric. Well, so far, not so good. He has not been hitting too well in the leadoff spot, but maybe he can turn it around. Maybe he can. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. Yankees are in their dark blue uniforms, like very dark blue, but they have white text in New York painted across the chest. They also have high black socks, or that is a dark blue sock, and they have gray pants on. First pitch to Wells. There's a line drive caught over at second base by Bryson Stott. One pitch and one gone. So Austin Wells lines out over to second. Hit a rocket over to Bryson Stott's way. Now it's Paul Goldschmidt. I tell you, it looks weird seeing him in the blue. First pitch that he sees is taken for a called strike. Goldschmidt just batting .231 during spring training so far. Wheeler kicks and delivers, and the next pitch is inside, and it's a 1-1 count. So we're getting the lineup for the Yankees. It's Wells, Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Escara, Cabrera, Reyes, Vivas, Lombard Jr., and Jones. The 1-1, and that's up. It's actually on the upper third of the zone for strike two. Wheeler comes set at the letters, doesn't waste any time, and he throws the 1-2. It's a slider that Goldschmidt did not want to chase, as it was heading and sailing outside. Wheeler really is a tall guy. Next pitch, and that is taken inside for ball three. 3-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying, but it'll stay in the yard as Marsh will track it down. Didn't even have to turn over his shoulder. And he makes the catch in front of the 404 sign out in center field. Now Jason Dominguez is coming up. So Zach Wheeler has a son. His name is Wesley. And two daughters, Bambi and Winter. In 2023, amongst all NL pitchers, he ranked second in opponents' pitching on-base percentage. He's also third in FIP. And also WHIP as well. First pitch to the Martian is taken for a called strike. Second pitch, he swings and misses at the next one right down Broadway for strike two. So it's no balls, two strikes. He's hitting on the left side today. Wheeler's fastball just reached 96. And the 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Jason Dominguez, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to him. And, well, we go to the bottom of the first. No score out at Baycare Ballpark as the Phillies are coming up to bat. Okay. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, folks. Okay. So for the Phillies, again, we'll get to their lineup right now. It'll be Trey Turner, in the leadoff spot, playing over at shortstop. First baseman Bryce Harper is hitting second. Third baseman Alec Bohm batting third. Batting fourth will be Kyle Schwarber in the DH spot. JT Realmuto is catching behind the plate and will be hitting fifth. Right behind him, it's Max Kepler out in left field. Bryson Stott is hitting seventh and is playing over at second base. The center fielder today will be Brandon Marsh. He'll be batting eighth, Cal Stevenson is the right fielder, and he is the caboose in the lineup and is batting ninth. So, again, it'll be Turner, Harper, Bohm, Schwarber, Realmuto, Kepler, Stott, Marsh, and Stevenson. And that is the 1 through 9 for this afternoon's ball game. Will Warren will take the hill. This will be his third game that he's pitched in, his second start. So far during spring training, he's looked really, really sharp. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs allowed, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. And it seems like he's been really working more on his command ever since spring training has started. And opponents are batting .063 against him. Last year, he was 0-3 at a 10.32 ERA in 5 games started, and lasted 22 2/3 and struck out 29 batters. First pitch to Trey Turner, and it's taken at the kneecaps for a strike. Trey is still looking for his first spring training hit, as he takes the 0-1 just a little bit high for ball 1. Will Warren, 25 years old, 6 feet 2 inches tall, 175 pounds. Went to southeastern Louisiana. Next pitch, that's taken for a strike 2. I think he's invited him to last year's spring training as a non-roster player. Played with the Scranton Wilkes Barre and had a 7.62 ERA through late May last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Phillies again in their white pinstripes. And the 2-2 delivery misses down and away for ball 3. On deck is Bryce Harper. It is a sunny day at Baker Ballpark. The payoff pitch to Turner, and he dribbles it foul. Three balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. The windup and the pitch, and he fouls it back over towards the screen. Trey will be 32 on June 30th of this year. 3-2 pitch, and he takes it down low for ball 4. And that is the first base runner today for the Phils. And up to bat now is Bryce Harper. Good at bat by Trey. Saw a lot of off-speed pitches there and didn't chase after it. That was the one thing that I wanted to note, is that he's been chasing after a lot of pitches. I said that during the pregame show. And he put up a good at-bat there. First pitch to Bryce. And he stares at a pitch that's down low for ball 1. Harper had a couple of hits the other day. 1-0 pitch to Bryce. Swung on and missed. Probably should get this up and going. There we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. Harper's over at first base today. And the next pitch is at 94 miles per hour. It's a 4-seamer that lands up being at the knees. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers before opening day. Toss back over to first. And it's not in time. So Harper so far has looked at a sinker, a changeup, and a four-seam fastball in this at-bat. He's hitting .375 during spring training so far, and the 1-2 on the way, it was a high fastball, but Harper does chase after it, and he strikes out. There's one out in the bottom of the first. These have their dark blue uniforms on with the it's like a grayish number on the back. So Warren, of course, wearing number 98. Could see that there's that there's gray in the numbers, and then there's a light blue outline on the numbers just outside of it. First pitch to Bohm is taken outside for ball one. Second pitch looks at a sweeper. That's at 84. So far, 15 pitches for Will Warren. 8 strikes and 7 balls. 2 balls, no strikes to Alec Bohm. Hitting .273 during spring training. Had 2 homers the other day. One of them was an opposite field homer. And he fouls off the next pitch. I'm expecting a lot of big things this year from Bohm. I don't know about you guys. Keep the likes coming and keep the subscribers coming as well. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. Turner's at first. He got on with a walk. Harper just struck out swinging. And the 2-1 pitch misses inside. Looked at another sweeper. And the count is 3-1 to Alec Bohm. Warren will deliver from the stretch, and he throws a sweeper, or a sinker that is, that's in there for strike 2. Ends up going over towards the knees. And the count is now full. Up next is Kyle Schwarber. Payoff pitch to Bohm. And there's a chopper hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. And that is all that they are going to get. And Bohm is aboard, but he gets on via fielder's choice. Now it's Kyle Schwarber who's going to step into the box. It's funny, Warren went with back-to-back sinkers. And the one that he threw was right down the middle. Here comes Schwarber. And the first pitch he sees is in there for strike 1. It's a curveball. There's Kyle Schwarber's, baby. Like our emotes. Make sure that you become a member. It's $2.99 a month if you want to get access to all the emotes that we provide. 0-1 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Kyle played for the Cubs, the Nationals, and the Red Sox before coming over to the Phillies back in 2022. 0-2 delivery, and he stares at the pitch that's down for a ball. Played in the World Baseball Classic back in 2023 for Miami. It's from Middletown, Ohio. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schwarber, rocking the sunglasses. And the 1-2 is taken up high for ball 2. Schwarber 1 for 11 in spring training so far. And the pitch, he fouls it away. Still is looking for his first Schwarbomb. Did have an RBI single. That was his only hit. He has only struck out, though, 4 times in the 4 games that he has played. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Schwarber. Bohm is over at first base. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and the 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And Kyle Schwarber strikes out on a fastball right down the pike, and the inning is over. So Will Warren does his job, comes on in and throws a good first inning, just allows the leadoff walk to Trey Turner. Other than that, no damage done. And we go to the top of the second, scoreless at Baker Ballpark. So I'm going to ask again, for those people that are just tuning in, who should be batting in the leadoff spot for the Phils this year? And if you're a Yankees fan, who should be batting in the leadoff spot for the Yankees? Should it be Aaron Judge? For the Phillies, should it be Kyle Schwarber? Austin Wells lined out to second on the first pitch, thrown by Zach Wheeler. And Paul Goldschmidt flied out to center, and Jason Dominguez struck out swinging. Then in the bottom of the first, Trey Turner walked. Bryce struck out. Bohm grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice, and Schwarber struck out too. Continue to like and continue to subscribe to the channel as well. We got 2 people tuning in on Twitch. That's awesome. Let's go. What's up, Big Rud? How are you, my friend? Kyle Schwarber should start, says Scott. He likes Kyle in the leadoff spot. On the road to 5K, baby. Phillies' home opener will be on March 31st against the Colorado Rockies. It'll be at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. 4, 5, and 6 to up in the batting order for the Yanks as Wheeler steps back out there on the hill. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike to J.C. Escara. Next pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 2. JC is 29. He'll be 30 in April. He's from Hialeah, Florida. 0-2 pitch, and that one is popped up. Hit over towards shallow right field. Who's going to get it? The second baseman, Stott, will make the catch over towards the line. Out in shallow right field, and the first out is recorded. Now it's Oswaldo Cabrera, who's hitting on the left side and is coming up. He had a homer a couple of games ago. And the pitch, is that a curveball? Is that the knees or a strike? It was a pretty good pitch, nonetheless. How many solo homers did Schwarber hit last year? Would be nice to have somebody on base when he Schwarber bombs. I don't know, but he led the league in leadoff homers. So there you have it. He hit a lot. 0-1 pitch, ground ball hit over towards second base, and the throw over to first by Stott is in time. I can get you an update on that, though. Two up, 2 down. Pablo Reyes steps into the box and takes a ball on the first pitch. Next pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. Schwarber had 38 homers last year. 1-1. That's taken inside for ball 2. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards second base, and everybody's going to be safe. Actually went into center field. They give you a tough camera angle. I was doing a couple of things at once. I don't know. Doesn't say. I can't find. If somebody else wants to spot me and look, I would appreciate that. How many times did Kyle Schwarber hit a solo homer last year? Somebody else can look for me. The pitch, way up high and inside for ball 1. It's hard to multitask, man. I'm curious. You know? That's not a stat I can, readily get to. Jorbit Vivas is in the box, and he tries to take a hack at the 1-0. It was way up high, but he swings and misses at it anyways at a 95-mile-per-hour speed. We got 41 people tuning on in, 21 likes. Let's change that. And let's get to 5,000 subscribers. 1-1 delivery, and there's a line drive base hit into left field. And the runner will stop over at second base. So back-to-back singles for Pablo Reyes and Jorbit Vivas here in the bottom of the second inning. He had 15 leadoff homers in 2024, but how many solo homers? $15 leadoff, though. That was the most. George Lumber Jr. is coming up to bat. His father, former league baseball player as well. His brother is also an athlete at Gulliver. First pitch. There's a ground ball base hit into right field. And Reyes is rounding third. And he will come on in to score. And so 3 straight singles allowed by Zach Wheeler. And runners are at the corners. Jorbit Vivas will head over to third base. And there's an RBI opposite field single by George Lombard Jr. See where this pitch was. Right down the middle. Thrown by Zach Wheeler. Looked like it was supposed to go down. And JT... That's where JT wanted it. But it was flat out over the middle. All the base runners have come on via 2-out singles. Spencer Jones is up and stares at the ball. Spencer, 23 years old, signed with the Yankees for $2.88 million back in 2022. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, and they're actually going to challenge this with the ABS system. That's high. That's certainly high. He had a solo homer 37 times. How many homers did he have last year? 50? Thought he had 37 last year. 2-0 pitch. That's taken up high for ball 3. How many homers did he hit last year? I can check that. Give me 1 second. Kyle had 38 homers last year. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, top of the second. Wheeler's on the hill, 1-0 Yankees. And Jones is in the box. 3-1 pitch, and there's a line drive, another base hit down the right field line. And this will at least make it a 2-0 game, as there's an RBI double by Spencer Jones. Stopping at third is Lumber Jr. And it's 2-0 New York. Another pitch that was up in the zone that Wheeler just could not try to get outside. He's been missing his spots. You can certainly see that. Austin Wells is due up 2-0 New York, and the pitch, and that's up high for a ball. You will see mostly Phillies fans here, but we welcome everybody, says Eric. Yeah, I'm trying to get more of a baseball audience on here, folks. Not just Phillies. I'm really trying my best to get other people involved on here, too. Go my Yankees, but I can't. The Phillies broadcast. What's up, Seth? How are you, man? Yankees, Sooners, and Eagles. Huh. Cool combo. 2-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball. And one goes out of play. We got 45 people tuning on, then only 22 likes. Come on, man. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 5K. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. 2-1. That misses inside for ball 3. Other scores around the Grapefruit League. You got a 4-0 Boston game in the top of the second. They're playing against Pittsburgh. Detroit and Tampa Bay are scoreless in the bottom of the second. Next pitch on the way, ground ball, diving stop by Turner. He has to throw over to first base. And guess what? Austin Wells beats it out. And the inning continues. An RBI infield single, which will allow Lombard Jr. to score. Jones heads over to third. And this is getting ugly. So that's 5 straight hits in a row surrendered by Zach Wheeler. And the Yankees are up 3-0 against the Phils. And it looks like we will have a timeout here on the mound. So he throws a sinker to allow Wells to get on. The pitch was actually towards the outer third of the plate. When Spencer Jones had the RBI double, it was a four-seamer that was towards the outer third of the plate, but it was a little bit higher. And Jones was able to get a read on it. So a lot of these pitches that he's throwing to allow the hits are either up the middle of the plate or towards the outer third against these lefties. Goldschmidt is up and stares at a pitch that misses outside for ball 1. It was at 95 miles per hour. Wheeler kicks and delivers, swinging a miss. Throws a slider. 35 pitches for Zach Wheeler, and he's had a lot of trouble in this inning. 23 strikes and 12 balls. One ball, one strike. Wheeler kicks and deals and throws a pitch that is going to be swung on and missed. Jason Dominguez waits in the on-deck circle. 3-0 Yankees. They've gotten all of their runners home with 2 outs. 1-2 delivery from Wheeler. And this one's popped up. This should possibly end the inning. It's in foul ground. Stott will give it a look, and he can't make the catch. He tried to slide over on the track. I thought maybe there was a chance that he was going to get over to it, and then the wind just kept blowing it away. And it is indeed a foul ball. It just kept sailing towards the right side. Wind is blowing pretty hard here. Escara popped out the second. Cabrera grounded out the second. Then Reyes singled. Vivas singled. Lombard Jr. had an RBI single. Spencer Jones had an RBI double. And Austin Wells an RBI single. Next pitch, it's popped up in foul ground again. JT will give it a look, and it just goes out of play. And the at-bat will continue. Continue to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 5K, baby. We give you every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game for free on here. We do play-by-play, and we're coming out with more and more content. We've been doing this for 3 years, guys. Still have yet to receive our first super chat of spring training. 1-2. There's a line drive foul ball. Just saw today that Kyrie Irving, it was posted last night, and I was a little bit late to the party, but tore his ACL, and it's done for the rest of the year. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Wheeler finally gets out of the inning, but he allows 3 runs, all on 2 outs, and gives up 5 hits in a row. And we go to the bottom of the second. Phillies looking to provide a counterpunch. They will send JT, Kepler, and Stott to the dish. Also saw that Jalen Suggs is out for the rest of the year as well. It's tough. Lots of injuries in the NBA, man. If you're tuning in on Twitch, welcome aboard. My name is Jason Joseph. I go by JJ. Doug's here. What's going on, Doug? How are you? 38 times he's homered in 2024. We'll figure this out. How many solo homers did Kyle Schwarber hit last year? We just got word that the Phillies have reassigned Aiden Miller, Carson Taylor, Caleb Ricketts, Justin Crawford, and Tristan Garnett to minor league camp. And that doesn't surprise me. Gabriel Rinconis and Otto Kemp are still with the big club, and rightfully so. I thought Justin Crawford should have deserved it as well, but I guess that they had to make a cut, and it's tough. But hopefully he starts off in AAA. But Rinconis and Kemp are still with the big club. That was according to Jeff Kerr. We're in the bottom of the second. The Phillies trail 3-0 to the New York Yankees. JT's in the box and looks at a pitch that's at the knees. Will Warren is out there for his second frame of work. His pitching has looked pretty good today so far. 0-1 pitch that just reaches the inside corner. Hit the upper third of the zone for strike 2. So Aiden Miller has been reassigned to AAA, for those of you that did not know, along with Justin Crawford. Otto Kemp and Gabriel Rinconis are still at spring training. One ball, 2 strikes to JT, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. JT hitting .333 during spring training so far. And the 2-2 delivery, and he gets a piece of it and stays alive. Today is also the NHL trade deadline. Any big trades go on? 2-2 pitch, and that is right at the knees for a called third strike, and JT is out. Man. He gets called out on strikes, and that is the third strikeout today by Will Warren, and this stuff looks pretty good. Kepler will step into the box. 43 viewers, 22 likes. Hit the thumbs up button. The pitch to Kepler. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and that baby is gone. On the first pitch of the at-bat, Warren throws one right down Broadway, and Max Kepler goes yard. Very nice. Very, very nice. Whew. That fan missed it, though, out in right field. That'll make it a 3-1 game. And now Bryson Stott comes up and stares at a curveball that's in the zone for strike one. So Kepler just hit a solo shot. And it's 3-1 Yankees. 0-1 offering, and that misses outside for a ball. Come on, wake up, chat. Charge! 1-1 to Stott. Oh, he wanted that one. He swung on and missed at a four-seamer at 94 and could not catch up to it. Was a little bit early. 1-2 delivery. Just misses inside. Stott is hitting .286 in spring training and also has an .831 on-base plus slugging percentage. The 2-2 delivery outside for ball three. That's Kepler's fourth RBI of spring training. He had 3 RBI in the first game. 3-2 pitch to Stott, and he grounds this one over towards first base. It's a one-hopper, and the first baseman, Goldschmidt, plays it on a bounce, and he'll tag the bag, and there's 2 away. So in case you are just tuning in, the Phillies are down 3-1. By the way, the exit velo on that pitch to Max Kepler was 105 miles per hour. Two outs, bottom of the second, and Marsh will get a piece of the first pitch and foul it back over towards the screen. Three to 1, Phillies down by 2. Yankees lead to 3-1. 0-1 delivery, and there's a ground ball over towards second base. Going to be a tough play, but the throw over to first is just in time by Jorbit Vivas. The inning is over. The Phillies do get a run back, though, on a home run by Max Kepler. It's his first homer of spring, and we go to the third. Again, folks, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to 5K by opening day. 5K by opening day. We got a Sixers game tonight. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles on this channel. Also, if you guys want to become members, okay, it is $2.99 a month. And what do you get? You're going to be getting some more podcasts with me. You're going to be getting some... We are going to be doing some giveaways this year, which will be really, really cool. But you also get access to some really sick emotes. And if my members who are here can comment what the emotes are for the Phillies right now, you can do that right now. The more members we get, the more emojis we get. So that's how it works. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been doing this now for this is the third season that we're doing for the Phillies, man. And I just love giving you guys play-by-play. I love doing play-by-play. I don't see a lot of people doing it on here. like the way that we do it. There's people that obviously do watch parties and do a great job at this for sure. There's some for sure that do it like this, but not for the Phillies is what I'm really saying. So it's pretty sick. So if you want to become a member, if you also want to gift memberships, by the way, I will give some memberships later today because I'm nice. But if you guys want to become members, the link is right here. It's right here. All right, there we go. Zach Wheeler is back out there on the mound. He struggled in that second inning. He actually started off really strong and then gave up 5 straight hits. Jason Dominguez will step into the box, and the first pitch that he sees is fouled away. It's a long foul ball. Pitch was inside. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The windup and the pitch. Chopper, it's fouled over towards the first base side. No balls, 2 strikes to Dominguez, and the delivery is high for a ball. Got to cover the Martian when he was playing for the Hudson Valley Renegades. This guy has a lot of pop in the bat. He breaks his bat, grounds it over towards shortstop, and the throw on the run over to first, and he beats it out. He also has that as well. He is pretty quick. So an infield single is what starts off the top of the third for the Yankees. I'll never forget this guy. I actually got to see him like up close. And he hit a home run on the left side and a homer on the right side. And I've never seen that happen in the same game. The pitch, and that misses inside for a ball. He hit a shot that was like really close to hitting that I-95 bridge too in that same series. And I knew that he was the real deal. The pitch, and that's taken for a called strike. So by far, he was one of the best minor league players that I've seen. 1-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Dominguez stops over at second base, and that'll put runners at first and second, and that already is the 6th hit allowed today by Zach Wheeler. And I think if you're Rob Thompson, it's time to pull the plug. So Escara gets on with a single, and Oswaldo Cabrera is due up to bat now. They're still going to let him pitch. What are the Phillies? 1 for 15? It's still early. The pitch on the way, and that misses inside and low for ball 1. Again, just a reminder, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. 1-0 pitch, and that is hit out over to right field, and that's going to be in there for a single. Cal Stevenson will draw the throw over towards the mound. It actually gets away from the catcher. 1 run will score. Going over to third base is J.C. Escara, and it's now a 4-1 Yankees lead. And still nobody out here in the top of the third. He's done. He's done. Take him out. And now they will pull the plug. So we were not a good day today at all. Gives up a total of 7 hits. in just 2 innings. And Pablo Reyes is coming up. 50 concurrent viewers, only 23 likes. Come on, let's change that, man. Can we get to 100? Then we get to 100 likes and 4,900 subscribers. You know it's a disgrace. We had 30 votes. 30 votes, man. And only 23 likes. Come on, man. That we have more votes than likes? That has to change, man. Come on. Come on, my people are better. Why is it, like, so hot up here? Where are you tuning in from, folks? Let me know down below. Where are you tuning in from? And how did you find out about this channel? I also understand that some of you guys are working, so I get that. So I'm not, like, going to be too hard on y'all. But continue to like, man. There we go. Now we're getting the likes up. There we go. Don't forget to subscribe as well, too. Eric's tuning in from Arkansas. It's nice. Pablo Reyes is up to bat. And we have a new Phillies pitcher as Zach Wheeler's day is done. It'll be Stashak who comes on in. That's Cody Stashak, who's 30 years old. Drafted in the 2015 round by Minnesota. Reyes had a single and a run scored. Is the last time up. Runners are at second and third. Reyes hitting 273 during spring training. And he takes a hack at the next pitch. That's 2 balls, 1 strike. Where else are we tuning in from? Almost 6 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia. Wow. 134 more subs till we get to 5,000. 2-1. Foul ball. What? It's weird. Two-two delivery, swing and a miss, and Pablo Reyes is down on strikes. Lori says, I'm tuning in from Southern California. Beautiful. Leilani Puna, Hawaii, near Fisher 8. It's raining. Well, hopefully you're staying dry inside, tuning on into us. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. The pitch to Jorbit Vivas is up high for a ball. It's a cutter at an 89 miles per hour thrown by Stashak. Went to St. John's College. 1-0. Ground ball. It's a foul ball. He has a 5.40 ERA in spring training so far. Last time he pitched in the majors was back in 2022. He had a 3-0 record, a 3.86 earned run average, and a .98 whip in 16 innings. Sweater number 88. 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-1 delivery, there's a grounder, rolled over to shortstop and bobbled by Turner, and everybody's going to be safe. And that'll make it a 5-1 game. Wonder if they're going to call it an infield single anyways, because Reyes, or Vivas, that is, excuse me, was hustling out of the batter's box. They'll probably just rule it as an error. So that'll make it 5-1 the Yanks, with runners at the corners. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. We got a subscriber, baby! That's beautiful. Thank you. 133 more till we get to 5K. which we're going to do by opening day. That's sick. 1-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball 2. Phillies' only offense has been Max Kepler. Hit his first homer of spring training. Zach Wheeler allowed 4 earned runs and gave up 7 hits. 8 hits, they say. 5 earned runs because they charged the next one to him. So did they call that an error on Trey? Yeah. They must have. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're tuning in on Twitch, welcome aboard. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. The George Lombard Jr. So I mentioned before that his father was a Major League Baseball player, if you remember. He's also a baseball coach. He's a coach for the Detroit Tigers. Played baseball and football at the Leavitt School, which is in Atlanta. And the pitch, and there's a fly ball. Hit over towards the infield. Looked like it was going to be a fly ball, but it's a pop-up because of the aerial shot. And Stott gets under it. He'll make the grab, and there's 2 away. Played for the Braves, the Tigers, the Devil Rays, and the Nationals throughout his career. Just had 5 total homers and 13 stolen bases. That was with Detroit. But had a .220 average during his career and stole 23 of 25 bases. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike to Spencer Jones. George Lombard Sr. was also, fun fact, the first American baseball player to hit a home run in China. 0-1. That's taken down for ball 1. It was during the MLB China series, which were 2 2008 spring training games between the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Jones, and there's a foul ball. Now all of a sudden it's getting cooler in here. That's what happens when you turn the fan on. I'm here for movies, education, and JJ calling Philly sports. Let's go. 5-1 Yanks, top of the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes with runners at the corners. They rocked Zach Wheeler today. Cody Stashik on the hill, and the 1-2, and there's a fly ball hit out over to right field. That's carrying, and this game has gotten out of hand. Spencer Jones with a 3-run bomb out to right field, and that makes it an 8-1 Yankees outburst. A hanging slider that goes over towards the knees on the outside corner. And it's an 8-1 Yankees lead. They put up 3 runs in the second, and so far 5 runs here in the third. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. Austin Wells, who's been red hot during spring training, fouls off the first pitch. Oh, 1. And that hits Austin Wells. And he will be rewarded first base. Who's coaching, Larry Bowa or Charlie Manuel? Met them both. They're very, very nice people. Goldschmidt is the only one who hasn't batted in this inning, and, well, that guy's due up. And again, Cody Stashik on the mound, and he gets rocked again as Goldschmidt hits this one out to deep left field, and that one is gone. 10-1 Yankees, as they are mollywopping and murdering the Phillies. Goldschmidt did not miss a beat, and he just tattooed that baseball. You leave a fastball out over the middle of the plate, and that's what happens. And it is, if you thought Wheeler's outing was bad, this was even worse. And Jason Dominguez is coming up. And the first pitch that he sees, he swings and misses at the pitch. The 10th men to come up to the plate, that's the Martian. The pitch, and there's a line drive picked up by Bryson Stott over at second, and the throw over to first is in time. The damage is done, though, and the Yankees put up a 7-run third inning against the Phils, who trail 10-1 as they head to the bottom of the third. Well, I can already tell that Cody Stashik is not making the MLB roster. Struggled in the outing before that, too. Wow. Yankees are 5-4. This would be their first road win of spring training. How about that? Yankees are going to have a good year this year. I expect the Yankees to go back to the World Series. I do. I know that they lost Juan Soto, but they had a heck of an offseason. You can't deny that. Getting Cody Bellinger right. Jazz is back. And they just have a good squad. Dominguez, I expect him to have a good year. I know that he hasn't looked good in spring training at all. But when he comes around, I'm telling you, that guy has a lot of potential. Spencer Jones, great player. I know DJ LeMahieu is out, but they got a crew. Goldschmidt at first. I mean, what else do you want in a team? And Stanton's still their DH. They're the best team in the American League. Oh. I don't know, JJ. Watch out for those Orioles. I mean, the Orioles have a good team. But I'm saying that there's no reason why the Yankees shouldn't go back to the World Series. None. The pitch to Cal Stevenson from Will Warner. He's been looking really strong today. And it's a 1-1 count. This is when JJ should crack a beer and hit the bong. The pitch to Stevenson. Popped up. Hit out over towards center field. Not that deep. And one pitch. Or one at bat and one out there is. Yeah, we're chilling today. Where's my Kyle Schwarber beer? I need to buy some more of those. I should have known Moosey peed in her litter box. Pitch to Trey Turner. And the pitch is taken at the knees for strike one. Turner did walk in his first plate appearance, and is just one of 2 base runners today for the Phils. And then guesses at the next pitch as it's taken for strike 2. All right, come on. No balls, 2 strikes. They'll wind up in the pitch to Turner, and he stares at strike 3. Right there. 2 up, 2 down. And Will Warren is in cruise control. I think he's going to have a good year, I'm telling you. He's looked really strong in spring training so far. And the pitches just look so different. The slider looks filthy. And the way that he's commanding the fastball, I mean, he has improved so much. Here comes Bryce Harper to the plate. And the first pitch he sees is high and inside to make it a 1-0 count. The pitch. There's a line drive caught over at shortstop. And a 1-2-3 inning by Will Warren. As we've played 3 innings, and we go to the top of the 4th. 10-1 is the score at a Big Care ballpark against the Phils. 31 more subs for us to get to 4,900. Let's go. Struggling to find a Yingling in Hawaii. Lock her up. It was only in Philly when I lived there, and I had to return my bottles in the brown box before I could even get another case. Damn. I still have never tried the Fransky LA beer. I wonder if they're still selling that at the ballpark. I might have to buy one this year, even if it's expensive. I might have to do that. Beer at the ballpark is such a ripoff, man. I don't want to go on a tangent on it, but everything at the ballpark you could argue is a ripoff, but still. It is so crazy. That was the first time that Goldschmidt went yard in spring training. Wanted to read something to you guys. Now I can't find it. Kyrie Irving was on the verge of getting a max contract this season. Ten to 1 Yankees as is that Ranger Suarez? Ranger Suarez is going to pitch for the Phils, folks. Suarez will pitch. Jesus Luzardo is supposed to pitch tomorrow. And the pitch on the way is taken down low for a ball. The next pitch on the way, and there is a foul ball. John Tortorella had this to say about Matvei Michkov. Play him where I think he should be playing. I'm not monitoring his ice time. We're going to play him and put him in spots. He's playing well. We're trying to win. Don't need him to be perfect. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. Have any trades gone down in the NHL today? Dear boss, listen to this. I will not be very productive at work this week, as the NHL trade deadline is this week, and I need to keep up on any news. Hope you can understand. Best, Izzy. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 4th. Escara is in the box, and the payoff pitch from Ranger is popped up, hit over towards shallow center field. Turner backs up over towards the outfield grass, and he will make the catch to get the first out. John Williams says, "You're fired." It's funny. 1 out of the pitch. And it's popped up in foul ground. Will anybody get there? No. Stott ended up going up on the tarp to give it a look. And Cal Stevenson on the right said, "Don't hurt yourself." It's the last thing that we need. Johnson's last K party was at his band's warehouse at Cotman in 95. 1995 was 15 kegs of black and tan. Never seen more fights. That's wild. The pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball hit over towards the right field side. Keep the likes coming and the subscribers coming as well. If you are just tuning in, the Yankees do lead at 10-1. They put up 3 runs in the second off of Zach Wheeler, and then 7 runs in the third off of Cody Stashik and Zach Wheeler. One ball, 2 strikes. Suarez on the hill for the Phils now. Facing Oswaldo Cabrera on the right side. The pitch, and there's a little comebacker played on the bounce by Ranger. A very good glove that he has at the pitcher position. And the throw over to first is in time for out number 2. It's funny how they put Ranger in this spot. I wonder why. Pablo Reyes is up. 2 up, 2 down. Can't believe it was less than a year ago that Saquon Barkley signed with the Eagles. I mean, that's wild. 0-1 pitch. And that one is low for ball 1. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. They have an inter-squad game today. They're leading it 1-0 against the Mets. And they're also up 1-0 against the Washington Nationals. The 1-1 delivery, that's just high for ball 2. I find it so weird because I saw a game the other day. It wasn't the Phillies game. Both the Phillies games during their inter-squad games that they had, they ended at the same time. It happened in another game too. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, rolled over to third base. Bohm has it, digs it out, throws it over to first. Sidearm throw, just got Reyes. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ranger Suarez. We played 3.5 innings and go to the bottom of the 4th. Maybe MLB is scripted. Maybe. That's like so weird how I know that some of these games start at like almost the same time, but to end it at the exact same moment or pretty symmetrical, like that's really weird. So we were allowed 8 hits and 5 earned runs today. And Cody Stashik followed up on that by giving up a couple more runs. 10-1 New York. Eagles are rewarding Saquon Barkley with a 2-year, $41.2 million contract extension, which makes him, according to Adam Schefter, the highest paid running back in NFL history. Let's go. Oh, that deserves a little round of applause. That's beautiful. Saquon is here to stay. That's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Two years and $41.2 million extension. That's sick. That's a rare step for him, man. Bottom of the fourth, and Alec Bohm is up to bat. The pitch, there's a grounder rolled over towards shortstop, and the throw across the diamond is in time. Devin Williams is pitching. Another big acquisition for the Yankees during the offseason, who was the closer for the Milwaukee Brewers. That's sick. Congratulations to Saquon, man. Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate. And the pitch that he sees is taken just a little bit up high. So if you're just tuning in, Saquon Barkley has signed a contract extension for 2 years and $41.2 million, which makes him the top paid running back in NFL history. One ball, one strike to Kyle Schwarber. We're in the bottom of the fourth. I mean, like, well-deserved, seriously. Well-deserved. 1-1 pitch. And that's fouled away. That is awesome. I was going to say that the Eagles let go of Darius Slay. And I was going to talk about that a little bit in another podcast, but he might come back. But I am happy that they locked this guy up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. 1 out, bottom of the fourth. The pitch to Schwarber. And there's a line drive base hit out to right field. And he will get on with a 1-out single. So we're just celebrating. The backwards jump over an opposing player was worth $1 million alone. Wow. I'm paying that guy. My guy almost won MVP, and he deserves it. He deserves every penny of it. Every penny of that contract. I don't care what they say. 1 out, and the pitch to JT, and that's taken for a called strike. You wouldn't pay me $14 million as a running back, Larry? I'm kidding. 0-1 pitch. That's taken down for a ball. So the Phillies are down 10-1. Zach Wheeler again pitched earlier today. I know I'm trying to recap for everybody. I have to continue to remember. We were allowed 8 hits and 5 earned runs. The 1-1, and there's a chopper that's fouled. Oh, but Larry, that team lost this year. Just kidding. But yeah, I look, I understand like what you're saying. You think that they should spend the money a little bit more wisely. Like why not extend Zach Bond first? Why not extend Mekhi Becton first? I get what you're saying, right? Because you got to build around the trenches, right? And I'm hoping that that's what they continue to do. But Saquon, I know it was just 1 year. I get it. But what he did this year was so special, and I would hate it if he left and went to another team. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And JT strikes out. And there's 2 away. By the way, we just got word that Cam Atkinson and Logan Brown have been placed on waivers. Cam Atkinson, former Philadelphia Flyer. Nationals just outright Stone Garrett. I'll take Stone Garrett. Wow. The pitch to Kepler, and there's a pop-up hit out in foul ground, and the catch is made by the third baseman for the Yankees. That's Oswaldo Cabrera, and the inning is over. So, the Phillies will head to the top of the 5th. It's 10-1 New York. Saquon is a leader. Watch the mic'd up footage. He's impressive. As we were out for the game, yeah. 8 hits will get you out of the game for sure. He's the best back in the league, no doubt. No, he is. But you wouldn't pay him that much. Like your argument's valid. Your argument is valid. I get it. I'm just right now, as weird as this sounds, I'm happy that he's here. But yes, that was more so of like a reaction. When you really think about it, though, like, does he deserve that? First of all, why would they pay him first when he was locked into his contract for the rest of this year, before paying Zach Bond, before paying, what's his name? Why am I blanking out? Mekhi Becton at left guard. Why would they give Saquon the money first rather than pay those guys who are free agents, right? And I get that. They cut James Bradbury. They cut Darius Slay. They did. They made those cuts. But why not pay the other guys first? I'd sign Bond and Becton, yeah. That I can't disagree with you there. When you really think about it, they should have done that first. I love me Saquon. I'm just curious as to why that didn't happen yet. Unless it is going to happen and they didn't announce it yet. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that's on the outside corner. The Jorbit Vivas. Ranger Suarez still out there on the mound. It's now the highest paid running back in NFL history. That's wild. $36 million are guaranteed. One-two pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Cheers in the chat. And there's one away. We got 45 people tuning on in. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies are down 10-1 against the New York Yankees. We cover every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on this channel, folks. If you want to become a member, it's $2.99 a month. Suarez on the hill, throws the first pitch. And this at bat to George Lombard Jr. in there for strike one. 0-1. Ground ball. It's a foul ball over towards the third base side. Any more NHL deadline trades today that we should be made aware of? No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 5th, and the 0-2 pitch, and that misses outside for a ball. Suarez has actually looked pretty good today. A lot of off-speed pitches. Fastballs looked really good as well. 1-2, ground ball, hit over towards the second base side. Throw over to first. Going to be a tough play. It's just in time by Bryson Stott. That thing sort of died as it was rolling past the mound, and Stott had to hurry up. And Lombard Jr. does have wheels. And Rob Thompson is going to go out there along with the trainer to check up on Ranger. I don't know if he tweaks something or what. But he says that he's fine. I don't know what happened. Can we see a replay? Will they show a replay? Two outs here in the top of the 5th, and he's going to pitch to Spencer Jones. Suarez kicks and delivers. And the first pitch is just a bit low. So keep your eye on Ranger. 1-0, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Marsh on the run. He won't be able to make the catch. It bounces in front of him. And Spencer Jones just continues to rake on the Phillies. He's on cycle watch. A double, a 3-run homer, and a single. He's had a phenomenal spring training for the Yankees, and he just continues to be red hot. He's 23 years old from California, Ensenada, California. Now it's Austin Wells who will get his 4th crack at it today. 2 outs and a runner on over at first. And the pitch is down and away for a ball. Phillies only have 1 hit today. Or 2 hits, I should say. But the big one was by Max Kepler. 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. We'll do a video on Saquon, man. Congratulating him, but we'll bring up those other points too. 1-1. There's a foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. We got 44 people on here watching, 36 likes. Continue to hit that thumbs up button, folks. On the way to 5,000 subscribers. 131 left to go before opening day. 1-2 pitch, and there's a pitch that's down low and away for ball 2. Now, I said this before, but I will say this again. I am going to be doing like some full streams. I will be doing a marathon from the final week of opening, right before opening day, like the final 3 days before opening day. And we will be live for up to possibly 72 hours just to get to that 5,000 sub. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Austin Wells strikes out. Ranger Suarez does his job. Another K deposited into the bank. Tyrese Maxey is out for tonight's game against the T-Wolves. Just got that update. He has a sprained lower back. We saw that injury last night. That did not look good. I wanted to talk to you guys for a second. I'm going to go to the monologue screen real quickly. Okay, so I am really into the whole streaming space, right? Like, I don't just watch other sports streamers. I watch video game streamers, and I love watching people that are at the top of their game on here doing their own craft and whatnot. I love watching. There's these two streamers that I really like to watch that were actually doing a sysathon. Okay, names are Valkyrie and Senna. And they were doing their sysathon, and they were at an Airbnb, and they invited some guests over, but they ended up going out, and they had a stalker. They had a stalker that was on them, and that literally threatened one of the guests that they were with. Everybody's physically okay, but you know how I like to give advice to people that are on here. You got to be careful. You really do. And the one thing that I learned too is that I have to be careful. When I'm putting myself out there, I'm putting other people at risk too. And you really need to be careful with how you go about doing your own things. And they could have really gotten hurt from that, And I like spreading words of wisdom, and I like talking to other people that want to get into what I do, play-by-play and all that type of stuff. You got to be careful. You got to look out for yourself, and you never know. So thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that was involved in that incident, in that unfortunate circumstance, because that's hard. That's really, really hard, and you got to make a split decision in that moment. So, just wanted to bring that up because I've been thinking about them today, and I can't even imagine what they're going through. And they had to stop the sysathon, the subathon, and everything. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. And the pitch is popped up, hit out over towards the shallow right field side. And Jeff Hartlieb is there to make the catch. Luckily, I've never had a stalker before. But the one thing that comes with growing as a YouTuber is that. And you got to be careful. That's why I don't say where I live, like my address. That's why I really try to protect my privacy on here. People know that I'm from the South Jersey area, but I don't say where I'm from because guess what? That can happen to anybody. No balls, 1 strike, sis, S-I-S, like sister. When you do a marathon, you're you're streaming for over a week. And you sleep on stream, you eat on stream, you do all that stuff. Except obviously, change and that type of thing, but you're still recording. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch is taken down low for a ball. People are weird, man. Apparently that guy changed his clothes too and followed them around. I don't want to get into the full details of it, but my thoughts and my prayers are out there for everybody that's involved in that because that could have been really, really bad. 1-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss from Brandon Marsh as he strikes out. And there's 2 away. That's also why streamers move. That's why they constantly move, just because of people like that. It's one of the reasons why. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah. You're live for a week. At the very least, I'm doing a marathon. That's what I'm gonna do. Once we're ready to get to the 5,000 subscriber marker, yeah. I'm gonna be sleeping on stream. Gonna be going out, and we're gonna be doing some things along with the play-by-plays. It's gonna be wild. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jeff Hartlieb. Or Cal Stevenson, that is. Hartlieb is on the mound. 1-2. That's taken down for ball 2. It was at 85 miles per hour. 10-1 Yankees. What's going on, Noah? And the pitch. That's taken down for ball 3. We can watch you sleep finally. It's going to be fun, man. I'm really trying to do a lot this year. I did a 12-hour stream. We're going to be doing some more of those. 3-2 pitch. There's a grounder rolled over to first base, scooped up by Goldschmidt, and the inning comes to an end. So we go to the top of the 6th. It's 10-1 Yankees. Phillies down by 9. Okay. Yeah. Probably shoot some hoops. I mean, I'm not going to spoil everything that we're going to be doing, but we are going to have some guests on. And we're going to do it up until we hit the 5,000 marker, man. We ain't stop until we get to 5,000. We're going to be doing some giveaways. This is going to be from March 23rd. I will post this, obviously, on the community, too. But when is the final spring training game? It's when the final spring training game for the Phillies is up until opening day. That's when we're live. And we're doing this, probably going to be like a 48-hour stream. That would be on stream. And we'll be doing a couple of things. A lot of things, excuse me. So. Spencer Jones is so good. We had an issue with a radical streamer in Bondi. House was firebombed a couple of times. Unfortunately, the owners lived in the house. And the streamer lived out in the back. The streamer was a pest and had been attacked a couple of times in other places he previously rented. Again, you got to be careful. This stuff isn't a joke. It's really sick. Some of these people really have issues. And honestly, those people, they need help, So you got to be aware of your surroundings. And luckily for them, everybody that was involved, they didn't have it was in an open spot and there was security there. You just got to be safe. Got to be smart. So, Padilla is going to pitch against Goldschmidt. The first pitch he takes is down low. But yeah, that's why you cover the addresses. That's why, even when I'm streaming and when I'm going to be doing my stuff, I'm going to be very protective. As I should be. 1-0 pitch. Check swing, he went around. JJ, back in '88, the Orioles started the season losing a lot of games, and a local radio guy said that he would stay on the air until they won the first game. Did that actually happen? Because that would be sick. That's like streaming before it was streaming. Holy moly. 2 balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards third base. It is a foul ball. As it turned out, the O's lost their first 20 games, and the guy was exhausted. Oh. Still was a warrior, though, for doing that. I mean, we had Tom Grassi. I mean, shout out to him. The $1 million donated or the 1 million subscribers. Like, that guy has Mr. Beast level work ethic. You know. Timeout called as Padilla wants to talk things over with JT. Scott, nobody needs that. I know. It's scary, man. Continue to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons too. Goldschmidt in the box. And the 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive. Played on the bounce over at third by Bohm. Throw over to first. Goldschmidt was hustling. And it's just out. Nicholas Padilla, again, is on the hill. Yes, you're right. But I'm talking about just the work ethic, though. Like, that guy... If you want to be successful on any platform, or if you want to be successful in whatever it is you do, I mean, talk about a guy who's obsessed with YouTube. That's what you got to be. The harder the work you put in, the better the results. No balls, 1 strike to the Martian. That's Jason Dominguez. 0-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying. It's going back over towards the track, and Jason Dominguez goes yard. Telling you, this guy has power. Saw it when I covered him in the minors. Best minor league player I saw, by far. If he stays healthy this year, I expect him to get like 35 to 40 homers. And I know he's been struggling in spring training, but mark my words. Up at the plate now is J.C. Esquera. Yankees have posted 11 runs today off the Phils. Nicholas Padilla still out there on the mound. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. What's up, Noah? Noah, did you subscribe to the channel? If you did, thank you so much, man. Why is Goldschmidt still in? Because it's the top of the 6th. 0-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. And the throw over to first will get Esquera out. 30 more subs for us to get to 4,900. And we're on the road to 5K for opening day, baby. Let's go. Oswaldo Cabrera will step into the batter's box. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball. It's a foul ball. How do you feel about Spencer Jones? This guy is a stud, too. He's a very good player. He came up after I stopped covering the Blue Rocks. So I didn't really get to see him. 0-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over to left field. And that one is a foul ball. It didn't show where the ball landed, so I had to hold my breath for a second. I've learned that when they don't show where the ball is, you got to pause. You got to pause before you say something. 0-2. That's down for a ball. Noah, you're the man. You're the man, Noah. Appreciate it. Spencer Jones is going to be another good ball player, too. 1-2. Line drive over the head of Bryson Stott out into right field for another base hit. And we have a 2-out single allowed by Padilla. And Oswaldo Cabrera, have yourself a day. Everybody in the starting lineup for the New York Yankees has gotten on with a base hit. Their pitching has been great. They've had a well-rounded day today. The pitch, that's down for a ball. Bright future for the Yanks. Yeah, what do they need Arenado for? They're going back. They should go back to the World Series with the team that they have right now. What do they even need Arenado for? I guess when you play the Dodgers because of how stacked they are. Man. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch, and that's going to get away from JT, and the runner will go on over to second. Noah says, I want Vladdy next year. I want Vladdy next year. I want Vladdy, and I want Arenado. I want all the stars. And yet the Phillies, man, they gave us a lot of stars in 2022. I can't really complain. I just wanted them to get a World Series. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. And there's another line drive base hit out to center field. And the runner from third will come on in to score. And Pablo Reyes comes through again as Padilla allows another base hit. And now a dozen runs have been scored by the Yankees. And they are just stomping all over the Phillies. I don't want Arenado either, but I'm just saying, like, just give us all the stars. What's up, Lou? Haven't seen you on here in a couple of weeks. What's going on, man? Top of the 6th, 2 outs, and a runner on over at first. We are on the road to 5K, baby, for opening day. And we need 130 more subscribers. 0-1, and that thing is skied out over to right field. And it will be caught by Cal Stevenson for out number 3. But the Yankees add on 2 more runs as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 12 runs on 14 hits for the Yankees. 2 errors by the Phillies. And they're coming up to bat. I've just been celebrating the Eagles, says Lou. I get that. Okay. The Eagles have just created over $10 million in salary cap space over the last 24 hours. How about this? ESPNU, the nation's first college-specific network, debuted on this day 20 years ago. I also just found out yesterday that yesterday was the 95th anniversary of the Star-Spangled Banner becoming the national anthem. Isn't that like so weird? Because it was written, during the War of 1812. And it's like 95 years old. Came out in 1930 on March 3rd. Thought that was really wild. Yerry De Los Santos. It's not Enio De Los Santos. You guys remember him? Yerry De Los Santos is coming in to pitch. Seems like it should be longer, says Larry. I know, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that really wild? That's right, John. Trey Turner's coming up to bat. Do I watch hockey? I watch hockey. I haven't been covering it, though, this year. I did cover Villanova ice hockey this year. I said that I would do a Flyers game on Saturday. I'm still up to doing it. One-0 pitch, and that's taken outside and low for a ball. But I haven't like kept up with the league like every single day, but like I know the most important players for sure. 2-0 pitch. There's a foul ball headed back over towards the screen. March Madness is coming up next week. I like watching college hockey playoffs. 2-1 pitch. And there's a ground ball hit over towards shortstop, and the throw on the run over to first is in time. Fun fact, Pelosi used to intern for Lincoln. Yeah. Playoff hockey is really great. There's nothing. I think baseball playoffs are the best, but my gosh, hockey playoffs, watching the Stanley Cup playoffs, that is the place to be in April and May and June. Here comes Bryce Harper to the dish. Yerry De Los Santos gets set below the letters. And the pitch to Bryce. It's popped up, hit over towards the third base side in foul territory. And it does go out of play. PAS, what's going on? Yes, sir, I am going to do my first Flyer stream on Saturday. I said I would do it. I'm not going to cover them like every day, but we'll try to do some more. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce. Takes the next pitch inside and low. De Los Santos with pitch number 8. Here it comes to Bryce. Swing and a miss. That pitch was off the plate. And Bryce shakes his head. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. You guys wanted Bryce Harper. I remember you guys offered him a lot of money. 2-2 pitch, and that's inside and low for ball 3. How much money did you guys offer Bryce? I forget. Three-two pitch to Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Bryce Harper gets on with a 1-out double. Wish we got Harper instead of Stanton. Yeah. Well, that was the year, Harper or Machado. Stanton at the time was a great pickup for you guys because, look, hindsight's 2020, right? Stanton won MVP the year before that. Looked like he was a monster, and he was. He was playing so well in Miami. And at that time, that was a big move for you guys. That was a big splash. But you got to just remember, like, the time that y'all got him. But, yeah, hindsight, sure. You know, I'm sure that you would much, even though he did well in the playoffs for you guys last year. Years before that, though, he finally broke through. Flyers on Saturday play against the Seattle Kraken. That's at 12:30 in the afternoon. Oh, wait, that's Saturday at 12:30? Did they move the game up? I can't do it then. What? 0-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. Why did they move it up? Wasn't it like at 7 o'clock on Saturday? 0-2 pitch, and that's taken for a ball. I can't do it. I could do the 15th. I can't do it this Saturday. Doing spring training. 1-2 pitch to Bohm. There's a ground ball hit over towards second base, and Bohm is retired for out number 2. I'm sorry, but I have this mindset, and it might just be me, as Harper does go over to third. You hit the ball on the ground, and yet you get demoralized, and you just jog over to first. You still got to hustle, in my opinion, man. It always bugs me. It's not just Bohm, it's when other people do it too. Do the 15th. Yeah, I'll do the 15th. Damn it. That ticks me off. Might be able to do Tuesday night. 1-0 pitch. Then misses inside for ball 2. I could do Tuesday the 11th. Let's do it then. We'll do it the 11th. 2-0 pitch. And that misses inside for ball 3. I appreciate hustle. Do all the Flyers Stanley Cup Finals games. I will try to cover some of them. I will. If they get in. 3-0 pitch. That's taken for a strike. We got a runner on over at third. Schwarber in the box. 3-1 pitch. And he stares at a curve. It's in there for strike 2. Who do they play? They play tonight against Calgary. 3-2, check swing. Did Schwarber go? And they say no, he did not. And runners are now at the corners for the Phils. Come on, JT. What's up, Kevin? How are you? 12-1 the Yankees. Here's JT in the pitch. Line drive caught over at shortstop. Nice play there to end the inning. And the inning is over. George Lombard Jr. makes a nice catch. And we head to the 7th inning. 12-1 Yankees. Zach Wheeler pitched today and gave up 8 hits and 5 earned runs. All of them came with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the second. Actually, sorry, not all of them. He got out of the second, and then they had him go back out there for the third, and he just did not pitch well at all. And that's been the line for the game today. Okay. I think that we have some lineup changes coming up. Let's make sure that we get all that stuff correct. Wheeler got smoked. He did. After pitching a very good first outing. If you're the Eagles, do you take Walter Nolan? Do Do you take Walter Nolan at number 32? For all you NFL fans out there. I think Walter would be pretty good. But we also have Jalen Carter. Wish my Dolphins were as good as the Eagles, says Noah. Hey, that's what you get for having a World Series team like the Yankees. I feel you, though. I get it. Nick Vespi is going to be pitching. I feel you. Kevin Itcher says it must be a new strategy. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are just coming on in for the very first time today. We're also live on Twitch, too. Taking a look at some comments on there. Lumber Jr. is still out there, and he's facing Nick Vespi. And Lumber Jr. will take the first pitch down low for a ball. Second pitch, that's even lower. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Red Sox, Yankees fans won't want to hear this, but they lead at 11-3. Oh, it's spring training, JJ. Still don't want to hear that, I'm sure some of y'all. Yankees are 9 outs away from getting their first road win here in spring training. Two balls, one strike. The pitch on the way, and it's strike 2. Vespi's a lefty who's 29 years old. Pitched for the Orioles from 2022 to 2024. And the pitch, there's a ground ball hit over towards shortstop in the outfield grass, and a strike thrown over to first, but it just pulls the first baseman off the line, and it'll be ruled as an infield single by Lombard Jr. So let's see who's now in. So Rafael Antigua is over at shortstop for Trey Turner. Buddy Kennedy is over at first base. At second base, it's Cody Clemens, as the next pitch is taken for a strike to Spencer Jones. And at third, it's Rodolfo Castro. The ball is one strike. The pitch. And it's taken for strike 2. Clemens, Castro, Schwarber still DHing. Then you got Stubbs catching. The pitch on the way. Line drive caught at first by Buddy Kennedy. And he gets an unassisted double play. Froze for a second because they didn't update it. That's Munguia who lined into a double play. He's playing out in center field. Ismael Munguia. We go back to the top of the order, and it'll be Flores who comes on in to pinch hit. That's Rafael Flores for Austin Wells. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Flores hitting .286 during spring training so far. He's 24. He's 6 feet 3 inches tall. From Anaheim, California. Bro just got doubled off. I'm considering subscribing, says Larry. You should. Larry is already subscribed. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to hit the super chat button. We actually haven't gotten one super chat during this whole spring training so far. So if you want to be the first, I'll give you an extra bell. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's stretch time out at Baycare Ballpark as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 12-1, Yankees. Okay, I'm going to continue to figure out who else is in these lineups now for the Phillies and for the Yankees. So Garrett Stubbs is out there for JT. Then we got Rinconis out in left field. We just got word today, too, in case you didn't tune in earlier. But J.P. Crawford and Aiden Miller and a couple other guys that I can't seem to remember right now were sent back to the minors. They reassigned also Carson Taylor and Caleb Ricketts and Tristan Garnett. But Otto Kemp and Gabriel Rinconis are still with the big club right now. So I just wanted to word that out there for you guys. So Clemens is at second. Matt Kroon is also going to play center field for Marsh. And Otto Kemp, they're putting him out in right. So they're playing him over at first, second, third, and right field. Interesting. Very wild. The Yankees are going to go to their 5th pitcher, possibly. That's what I would assume. TJ Rumfield is now taken over at first base for Paul Goldschmidt. You got Mathias over at second base. There's Juan Mathias, excuse me. Comes on in for Jorbit Vargas, or Vivas. I'm subscribed twice. Nice. Cody Clemens is coming up. He has a 3.08 average during the month of spring training. He homered off of Max Scherzer in the last game. The pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for a ball. I was doing a $1 for each grand slam that the Phillies hit this year. 2-0. That's popped up. Hit out over towards the catcher. And he'll get under it and make the grab. That's Flores for 1 out. 2-0 pitch, and he just pops it out. Good job. Don't forget we got a post-game show. And then tonight we got the lovely tanking Sixers. Buddy Kennedy's up in the first pitch that he sees is taken for a strike. Memberships are $2.99 a month. And that's what we're going to be giving out. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Only have 44 likes. Continue to hit that thumbs up button. We're nowhere near our goal today, folks. Nowhere near. No, this game. Well, thanks, Larry. That was 2 strikes. Y'all are funny. Brent Hedrick is out there on the mound. 0-2 pitch. That's off the plate. One-two delivery. Strike 3 called at the knees. And Hedrick comes up with a strikeout. They just pushed back Rafael Devers' spring training debut. Again. Alex Cora said that he didn't feel ready. Devers at 272 last year. At 28 long balls, 83 runs batted in. He's dealing with soreness in both of his shoulders. The ball's 1 strike to Stubbs. The next pitch, and that's fouled away. Hedrick on the bump, 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 pitch to Stubbs. It's popped up over towards shallow left center field. Shortstop gets under it, will make the catch, and the inning is over. Another 1-2-3 inning. So we head to the 8th, and it's 12-1 Yankees. All right, man. Hold up. Hold up 1 sec. All right. Let's go to our monologue screen. All right. Who wants memberships? Who wants memberships? Let's go. Come on. Who wants a membership? All right. Who wants a membership? Let's go. All right. Let's go to YouTube and let's give away some memberships. Why is it not doing this on me? Hold up. All right. Mute this. All right, we're giving out memberships right now. There we go. We're going to get 5. There we go. 5 new members. Will. Mark Twain. Paranormal. Sandbeers. And Lonely Satellite. Congratulations to all of you for becoming members of Play by Play with JJ. It's $2.99 a month. $2.99 a month. Congrats to all of y'all. Beautiful. You got access to some really cool emojis. You also are going to be getting some special live streams too. I'm telling you, $2.99 is a pretty good deal. Top of the 8th, TJ Rumfield's up to bat. And the pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. 5 memberships. Michael Mercado is pitching again. Had a 21.6 ERA so far. Continue to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The pitch, swing and a miss to TJ Rumfield. What are we at the 2-hour, 40-minute marker? Top of the 8th. 1-2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Mercado kicks and delivers. And the pitch is fouled away. You know, in the 3 years that we've been doing this, we've reached 1.13 million views. That's awesome. 1.13 million people have found us. That's sick. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Rumfield strikes out on a pitch that spelled nothing but trouble. And all of you guys, by the way, that just became members are going to be eligible for some giveaways that we're going to do. Duke Ellis is coming up. And the first pitch that he sees is taken down low for a ball. One-0 delivery. That's taken for a strike. Glad to see a more balanced schedule this year. Not sure that helped the Phils last year. I feel that. That was at 167 during spring training so far. Next pitch, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch was at 96. Next pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. A's have a 1-0 lead against the Texas Rangers. This game is just 2 hours and 13 minutes old. JC Esquera's up to bat. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Michael Mercado. Wow. That's wild. It's wild because he's been pitching so bad. What's up, Mario? How are you, Mario? There's a high fly ball hit out over towards right field. And on the run to make the diving catch is Rincones. He got there. Sorry, that was Matt Kroon. Matt Kroon made the diving catch, but still a nice play. Very nice play. Rincones is out in left. And he will be leading things off as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Very nice. Good. Thank you, Captain. Mario, you're the man, dude. It always puts a smile on my face when you're here, man. It really does. I gotta tell you, getting back onto the grind, I'm starting to feel it. Like, when you're not streaming for, like, every day, and you're doing it for 8 days in a row, you start to feel it. I'm not saying that I'm tired. I'm not saying that I'm burnt out. But it gets to you, man. It does. It does. Sometimes I wonder to myself, like, how do, like, other play-by-play announcers do it? And in the field, man, like, you're not, like, making thumbnails. You're not making your own graphics. Like, you're focused on the game itself. And I sometimes forget that. You know? It's a lot. Like, when you're a one-man show, it is so much. It really is. It's a lot of work. But again, the people that are just dedicated to the craft, those are the ones that achieve success. You know? Castro's actually up to bat. And the first pitch is fouled away. Didn't Stubbs just hit? Didn't Garrett Stubbs just hit, man? Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit sharply over towards third base. It's scooped up. And the throw to first by Cabrera is in time. Is Oswaldo Cabrera in the game still? I don't think he is, right? We got another subscriber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We need 29 more to get to 4,900, man. Comes Gabriel Rincones Jr., and he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards shortstop. Throw on the run over to first. What a nice play for out number 2. Play was made by Vargas. Morales takes on over in right field. That's Alexander Vargas, who is 23 years old. Two up, two down. Charge! Let's go. And Macron will step up to the plate. Let's go, Matt. Got a post-game show after this, of course. 1-0 delivery. That's outside for ball 2. LeBron James is now 1 point away from becoming the first player in NBA history with 50,000 total points. Fun fact. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. It's down for ball 3. Hedrick still on the mound. And the 3-0 pitch. And there's a called strike. Next pitch to Kroon, and he chases after it and misses pretty badly. Cardinals have put up 6 runs in both of their games today. In each of their games, I should say. Another foul ball by Matt Kroon. It's on a 95-mile-per-hour pitch. Jordan Walker just left the game today. Had some knee pain. Next pitch, and there's the first Phillies base runner in eons. So Kroon does get on with a walk, a 2-out walk in the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Otto Kemp coming up to bat. First pitch he sees, he skies this one out over to shallow right field. On the run to make the grab for out number 3 is Morales. And the inning is over. Final inning coming up. It's the top of the 9th. Yankees do lead at 12-1. I can't focus on preseason games. Well, you're not the one who has to focus on preseason games. I do. I get what you're saying, though. You can't focus your attention on watching or tuning into them. I do. Because I want to get to 5K. And I'm going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get to that 5,000 marker. That's a big milestone for me. I don't buy subscribers. There's people that are out there that actually do. There's people that think that they can sort of cheat the system. And, you know, they buy subscribers. They buy watchers. They buy viewers. I'm not saying any names. But there are people that are in this game that do that. That's not how we work. We build this thing from the ground up. It does bother me that there are people out there that do that, though. What's funny is that they end up getting penalized. That's the funny part about it. We do this thing organically. We don't cheat. Koyo's going to pitch the 9th. I like this spot for him. Koyo Aoyagi is pitching in the 9th inning. And Tyler Hardman is going to bat for the Yanks. Continue to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on the notification bell icons, too. JJ's actually AI, folks. That put a smile on my face. Aoyagi comes set and fires the first pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's going back over towards the track. And is it a foul ball? It is a foul ball. So Hardman will get another crack at it. Do the Flyers practice tomorrow? I want to go. If they do, if they have an open practice tomorrow, I'm going. The ball's 2 strikes. Top of the 9th. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. But yeah, we don't buy subs. We do this the old-fashioned way. 0-2 pitch. And there's a ball. And I get like why people do it. Because they want to find an easier route. That ain't us, man. 1-2, and there's a wild pitch that skips away from Garrett Stubbs. The Yankees have put up 15 hits today. Take a look at their game log. Now, they beat the Pirates 12-3 in their last game. They put up 10 hits in that game. They also lost 11-1 to the Braves. They beat the Astros 9-3. Beat the Blue Jays 6-3. Tied with the Phillies 7-7. Putting up a lot of runs in spring training. Three balls, 2 strikes. Koyo Aoyagi with the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there's one gone. Top of the 9th, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Anybody have thoughts on the dating apps? Have they worked for you? Have they not worked for you? Very random question. You don't have to answer, but I'm just curious. 0-1. There's a foul ball. We just got report, Larry, that your Vikings, I'm sure I have his attention right now, will officially not be tagging Sam Darnold. Both of the two parties are going to continue to work towards a deal, according to Ian Rappaport, that is quote-unquote best for both sides. 1-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. John says don't do it. Nothing beats random confidence. And how do you build that confidence? Practice, reps. MSG Networks is likely just weeks away, according to Front Office Sports, from in the file for Chapter 11? Wow. They've been around for a while. John, you're crazy. Did that really happen? 3-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. In all seriousness, is that a joke? And that's going to be caught for out number 2. Your infection. I feel like that's a joke. Can you imagine? Juan Mathias is coming up to bat. Oh, John. Pitch and that's taken for a ball. Oh my gosh, John. 1-0. And that is in there for a strike. Aoyagi comes set at the letters, kicks, deals. It's down and away for ball 2. MSG Networks, how long have they been around, man? They have to file for bankruptcy? The regional sports networks have $804 million in debt. That's currently due on March 26th. And that was coming from Sphere Entertainment. They were founded in 1969. They're a spin-off of the main Madison Square Garden company, Cablevision. Charles Dolan's the founder of it. Is that James Dolan's brother? I don't know. Once you realize you are the prize, things do change. That's pretty deep. I like that. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Aoyagi pitched really good in that 9th inning. I'll take that as a positive for today. Josh Bro is coming up, as well as Rafael Antigua and Cody Clements. How old is Yu Darvish? 38 now? How old is Yu Darvish? He's 38. His son Shohei, is now making a big name as a pitcher. It's wild. Imagine being owed over $800 million in debt. Shohei Darvish. That'd be really cool to see Shohei, Darvish, and you pitch in the majors, even though it's probably not going to happen at the same time. Aoyagi and Ranger were the bright spots today. And Kepler homered. That's a bright spot. But yeah, as far as the younger guys go, yeah. We'll have a post-game show in the bottom after this game is done. New England fans are trying to wish an A.J. Brown trade into existence. Oh, yeah, the Eagles will absolutely do that. Josh Bro is up. He played for the Hudson Valley Renegades, too. Same year that Dominguez was there. I remember that. Brent Hedrick still pitching. 1-1 pitch to Josh Bro. It's in there for strike 2. Not trading AJ, says Larry. Continue to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 1-2. Outside. The Giants and the Padres are scoreless. Rockies lead at 2-0 against the Reds. 2-2 delivery. There's a strike 3 called and a 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. JJ, see a woman you like, you go for it. Already know what you're bringing to the table and the bedroom. Hey, man. You know, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the one thing I've learned. No need to rush. But the only way to do it is to put yourself out there, I guess. 1-0 pitch. Then there's a line drive base hit out over to right field for Rafael Antigua. And he gets on with a 1-out single. Okay. Date long, don't marry wrong. That's the rule of thumb. I like that. Vikings will give you a 4th rounder for Jalen Carter or DeJean. Your choice. So now you're working in the front office. Cody Clemens takes the first pitch for a strike. I'll take Byron Murphy. Just kidding. Can we have JJ? Can we have Justin Jefferson? 1-1. There's a foul ball. All right. Charge! Come on, Cody. He's a free agent. Don't know if he'll be back. 1-2 to Cody Clemens, and that's ripped out over to center field, and that'll drop in for a single. Stopping at second base is Rafael Antigua, and the Phillies, for the first time in a while, have 2 base runners on. Throw in Fletcher Cox. Fletcher retired. Fletcher's not here anymore. Can I take a message? Buddy Kennedy is up to bat. Don't be surprised, Jeff McLean says, if Lane Johnson is next to have his contract reworked. Come on. Can we just pay Mekhi Becton first, please? Pay for Becton and pay for Bond. One ball, one strike to Buddy Kennedy. Hedrick kicks, delivers, and Kennedy guesses after a slider is thrown, and that was way inside and low. Okay, I'll take Quinion. One-two pitch to Buddy Kennedy, swing and a miss, and the Phillies are down to their final outs. And all up to Garrett Stubbs. I ain't gonna lie. I would love Rincones to come up here and whack one. So it's all up to Garrett First pitch, and there's a ground ball base hit into left field. One run's going to score. Clemens will go on over to third. He slides in there safely, and that makes it 12-2 Yankees. Okay. And he actually goes over to second base, so that is an RBI double. Good job by Stubbs. He got one hanging out towards the outside part of the plate and took advantage of the slider. It was a good pitch to hack at. And the Phillies get a run home. I always forget it's Rodolfo Castro first, and then it's Rincones because of the lineup changes. The pitch to Rodolfo, and that's taken outside for a ball. But I think that they're going to challenge that. And they are. And it was a ball. JJ, I'll trade dating advice for a subscription for Moosey. I can't. It's all randomized. It's all randomized. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I wasn't looking for advice though. I was curious as to just the dating apps, if they work and if they don't work. That's what I was curious on. But I do appreciate it. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The Phillies are down to their final strike. Every Super Bowl winner should be required to cut one. Well then, let's do it for every winner. Why just the Super Bowl? 1-2 pitch to Castro, and it just misses outside. The count is now 2-2. Sean's love life is randomized. They are challenging this pitch. And it looks just a hair outside. It's about less than half an inch off the plate. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, baby. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rodolfo Castro. And the 2-2 misses high and away for ball 3. That's a new business venture. Play-by-play, dating with JJ. Let's go, baby. Play-by-play with JJ's baby. Oh, gosh. That would be wild content. 3-2 pitch, high for ball 4. And the bases are loaded, and Rincones is going to come up. All right. Let's go, Gabriel. Come on. You hit me a grand slam, then that would be beautiful. If he hits a grand slam, Larry, our conversation last night is invalid. I want him in the majors. If he goes for a grand slam here. They're going to make a pitching change, and that's going to be it for this pitcher. Date by date with JJ. Lane Johnson just tweeted out, well-deserved, Saquon. And he flexed his muscles. If Rincones hits a grand slam here, welcome to the show, is what I'm saying. Larry and I had a convo yesterday, and I think he's right about Gabriel Rincones, and we'll talk about it more during our post-game show. But if he whacks one here, I'm sorry, don't even go to AAA. Come to the majors, dude. I know I'm being so biased right now. I tend, what tends to happen to me, guys, is that in the moment I say certain things, and then I look back on it after stream is done, and I'm like, nah, I didn't really mean it like that. I thought about it, and I was wrong. Just like when we were talking about Rojas the other day. Rojas did not lose them Game 7. That at-bat was awful. Should have never been up in that spot. Rob should have pinched hit for him. And the other guys didn't step up. To put the guy to have that guy just have all the weight and all the shoulders on him, that's unfair. Danny Watson is going to pitch for the New York Yankees. And now Gabriel Rincones is coming up. Let's go. First pitch to Rincones, swing and a miss. He wanted that so badly. Oh, he wanted to whack that thing. Hitting .308 so far in spring training. Batting on the left side. Bat is just above the back shoulder. 0-1 to Gabriel, and he misses. Outside for ball one. Come on, man. Let's go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rincones. 1-1 pitch, and that's high and away for ball 2. Charge! Danny Watson on the hill. Bases juice. The 2-1 pitch. That misses outside, and the count is 3-1. That was a slider at 82 miles per hour. Three-one pitch to Gabriel. He fouls it away, and the Phillies are down to their final strike again. See some Phillies rally towels in the chat. Rasmus Ristolainen to Toronto, maybe? 3-2 pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over towards right field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is a foul ball. I hate it when they don't even show the ball in the shot. Three balls, 2 strikes to Gabriel Rincones. And time called. I've heard good things about his offseason play. I've heard it too. And I want to give him a shot. Payoff pitch to Gabriel, and he stays alive. Just got a piece of the slider before it headed into the dirt. Even his foul balls are allowed. Next pitch, inside for ball 4. And that'll drive in a run. And the bases remain loaded. It's now 12-3 Yankees. And the game will continue. Excellent at-bat. Excellent at-bat. Otto Kemp is going to come up, or Matt Kroon, that is. In the first pitch, he takes it for a strike, and they're going to challenge this. That looked a little bit inside, I thought. And it's down. So it is a ball, and the Phillies will win the challenge. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Kroon. Strike 1. It's a slider that's in there at the knees for strike 1 from Danny Watson. The 1-1 pitch to Kroon, swing and a miss. And Kroon is down to his final strike. Good at-bat in a meaningless spot. It was still a good at-bat. I'll take it any day. 1-2 pitch to Kroon. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. So the Yankees, they destroy the Phillies today and beat them by a final score of 12-3. And that is how the ball game ends. 12 runs for the New York Yankees, and they're able to do it on a total of 15 hits. Phillies get 3 runs on 6 hits. And we got our first super chat. Let's go. I'll take that as a W. Let's go. Our first super chat of spring training. Thank you so much, Kevin. Set $1 for every run. Appreciate you, man. Mwah. Oh, that's beautiful. Great. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat, man. Shout out to you. That's for $1. That's for $2. And that is for $3. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you. Thanks, man. All right, let's talk about this. We have some things to go on over today. Notes. Okay. I want to talk about some things. First and foremost, if you are about ready to leave, okay, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button on your way out. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Okay, so notes on this game. Whenever we do, I feel like I say this now all the time, but whenever we do, when the regular season starts, okay, we are taking phone calls, and we are going to be doing like real post-game shows. I'll probably take like a 5-minute break as soon as the game ends, and then we'll come on and we'll give our thoughts on things. But overall, today was a bad day. Not a good day for Zach Wheeler at all. Zach starts off, gets Austin Wells to line out to second, then Goldschmidt flies out to center, and he gets Dominguez to strike out on a high pitch. Wasn't really even a good pitch, but regardless, he pitches a good first inning, and then he gets 2 outs to start off the second and gives up back-to-back-to-back singles, and then a double, and then a single again. What was going on in that second inning? He was leaving pitches out. It looked like there were times where JT wanted him to throw it down. There were a couple of hanging sliders I saw. One of them was a fastball that was towards the outside part of the plate when he gave up, the RBI opposite field single to Austin Wells. But he pitched really bad and had a not such a good performance. And the Phillies thought it would be a great idea to bring him back out there for the third inning, which didn't make any sense to me because he was lucky that he escaped the second. And he pitches the third inning, and what do you know? Like, they struggle with him. Dominguez gets on with an infield single, right? Works up a 5-pitch at-bat. And then Escara singles, and he hits one out over to right field. Cabrera then gets on with an infield single and then scores on an error by Cal Stevenson, who, again, I've had enough of Cal Stevenson. I don't know what they see in him. I'd rather take Kepler and Marsh and Gabriel Rincones as my lefties over that guy. That is the truth. I like our lefties that we have now, and Cal, to me, does not fit. He's the odd man out for me. Even though I think Rincones should start off in AAA, just like Larry said yesterday. I think he's right about that. But yeah, then he gets Reyes to strike out, and it's like, well, you got to take him out. You got to take him out of the game. He allows the RBI single to Cabrera, and then Stashik does come in, right? Stashik comes in, and this guy can't pitch. This guy's not going to make it to the opening day. He's not going to make it to the roster at all. Strikes out Reyes. Escara scores on an error. Lombardi popped out, and then he gives it the home run to Spencer Jones. And then Wells gets hit by a pitch, and then Goldschmidt hits one that's out over the middle of the plate, and it was game over. If you didn't think it was game over when they were down 8-1, which I thought it was, 10-1 was just good night. And Goldschmidt goes yard, hits one 370 feet, and that's it. Our offense today sucked. Trey Turner getting on my nerves. Really getting on my nerves in just spring training alone. His first at-bat was good. He drew a walk and then chased after it. But then look, the third inning comes, and he looks at all three pitches that are down the middle. So his strategy is, look, we're not going to chase after pitches. But to Warren's credit, throws three pitches. He knows that he's not going to swing because he's trying to be more patient and he's trying to not swing at pitches so that way he may be able to find a way to get on base more. But all three of those pitches, Broadway, 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 and he strikes out looking. That was a careless at-bat. Careless. So, great. Good job, Trey. Bryce Harper today, he had a shot over to third base. Wish it was a base hit. Strikes out swinging in the first at-bat. Was down in the count 0-2, worked it up to 2-2. And then chases after a four-seamer. He was late on it in that first at-bat at 94. But yeah. Kepler homered. What was the pitch? What pitch did Kepler homer on? I actually forget. It was the first pitch. It was a curveball. It was a hanging curveball. You leave, again, Warren just missed his spot there. Off-speed pitch. And then Kepler just hammers it. Okay, if you leave one right at the knees, Kepler just does that. So wasn't really so impressed with it. But it was good to see him homer. That was nice. But other than that, not much noise from him. Trey Turner's defense, we didn't talk about that. My man continues to struggle on defense, and what else is new there? Gets a ground ball. It's a routine ground ball. Up the middle. Just bobbles it. I'm getting very annoyed with Trey already. I'm losing patience with him. And it's just spring training. It's only spring training. So, maybe this Trey Turner batting in the leadoff spot, maybe it's not going to work. Again, it's only March 4th, and I get it. Continue to try it and see how he does, but F so far for Trey. My man still hasn't even gotten a hit. Still hasn't even gotten a hit in spring training. Bohm. What bugged me today about Alec Bohm was the first at-bat that he had. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Fouls off a pitch. I can understand why he swung at that pitch. It's towards the inner third of the plate. Looked like it was a good pitch. Then he takes a ball. Was just a little bit inside. And then he looks at a sinker. And with the pitch that he grounded out on, grounded into a fielder's choice on, that pitch was right there. Pitch was right there down the middle. And he got on top of it somehow. That kind of annoyed me. First pitch in the next at-bat, they're down 10-1. Devin Williams is pitching. You know this guy's going to throw hard. First pitch he sees doesn't even hesitate and just grounds out to short. And he just jogs. Again, I don't like it when people just do that. He also grounded out over to third in his final at-bat, or grounded out to second in his final at-bat, which was back in the bottom of the sixth. 1-2 is the count. And got a sinker that was on the inside corner and just couldn't really do much with it. Kyle Schwarber today. Schwarber did okay. I'm waiting for his first long ball. I know that June June Schwarber will probably be here. I'm sure. But it'd be nice to try to see him leave the yard once at least. He's putting up good at-bats. That's what matters to me with him. JT had an awful day today. Struck out looking, struck out swinging, and just could not get it done. He didn't pitch well at all. Wheeler, for some reason, I noticed he struggles against the Yankees. His numbers against the Yankees are so bad. He did not pitch well in his last year against the Yankees. I find that interesting. Otto Kemp. Okay. Did all right today. Rafael Antigua had a nice base hit. I think that this guy is going to probably be in Double-A to start off the year. Kroon got on with a walk before, and then he struck out with the bases loaded to end the game. Still like what I'm seeing out of him. And Gabriel Rincones with an RBI walk. Good at bat with the bases loaded. You're down to your final out. I know that you're facing a guy who doesn't really... I don't even think he's going to make it to the majors this year at the very least. But still, good at bat for him because he's a guy... I'm hoping that as he continues to get more reps, that he's not going to chase after pitches. So plate discipline to me does matter, no matter who you're facing. So in that spot, he wanted to take a whack at the first pitch. I saw it. And then he was patient throughout the rest of the at-bat and got on with a walk. Good for him. Good for him. Buddy Kennedy, he's been struggling now. He struck out twice today in both of his at-bats. Rodolfo Castro, 0 for 1 with a walk. Not so good. Ranger Suarez pitched really good. Ranger was my standout today. Thought that when he came out there on the hill, he mowed down those Yankees hitters. Loved the velocity that he was putting on his fastball. Slider looked really good as well. He had a couple of comebackers that came over to him that he was just able to field on a bounce. He makes the fielding position of pitcher look like it's so easy. And he's like a kid. You know, like he just loves playing. He's a competitor. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Cole Hamels in a sense. Because Cole loved competing out there on the mound. And he threw strikes. You know? This team was 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position today. The Yankees were 6 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Ayo Yagi pitched nice. He had a bounce-back performance today. Again, don't really know what that means, but he had a bounce-back performance. Mercado, I know I've been really tough on that guy. Struck out 2 batters, didn't give up a hit. Threw some junk pitches, but guess what? He pitched well. Now, at that point, the Yankees are probably not thinking to themselves, well, we need to get runs here. And I don't trust him in high-leverage spots. I don't. But he pitched today and pitched well, and that's what matters. So. But yeah. Padilla, 2 earned runs, 3 hits. This guy's getting cut. And I am done with that experience. But yeah, overall, not a good day. Not such a good day today. We did find out that Eden Miller and Justin Crawford are assigned to the minors. But we still have Rincones up there. And what's his name, too? Who do we play tomorrow? Tomorrow is... What's tomorrow's day? Let's take a look. Tomorrow, the Phillies play the Tigers at 1:05 on ESPN. What do you think about JJ having a sidekick? Virtually, it's not easy. I've tried doing streams with other people, man. It's not possible. And I don't want to do that. Good idea. I've tried it before. There's always a delay on a stream. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Tomorrow we play the Tigers. Tomorrow Jesus Luzardo is going to pitch. And I forget who's pitching for the Tigers. But hopefully Jesus has a good day tomorrow. It also helps, like, when we have more people on. Like, during the regular season, we will have more people on towards the end of games. And we'll have more chatters. And the phone calls will make it a lot easier, John. You know? You just have to understand that, like, when it's a quiet chat, there's not much to talk about. Like, what's really popping in spring training? You know? I'm still doing it because I still think that there are people that are out there that want to know, like, what the takeaways are from the game. But that's the truth. You know? So, yeah, I don't know who we play tomorrow. And as I mentioned before, right when the game is over, I am taking like a 5-minute break just to sort of recap my thoughts, get up and stretch, and then we go on for a post-game show. Not virtual, in the same room. Yeah, I don't want anyone coming into my house as I'm streaming. No. I don't want that. But anyhow, I'm done. I'm going to wrap it up. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you all. I'm going to be back on tonight for another Sixers game. All right? See you all in 4 hours, man. I will see you all in 4 hours. Let's get it. All right? Bye. Love you all.